Hi, my name is Samet Fatih and welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to build a RAG application using C#, Ollama and Qdrant. A RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation application, is a machine learning approach that searches a large database like documents or knowledge bases to find relevant information based on a user's query and then uses this retrieve data to generate a more accurate and context-aware response. Our RAG application is a movie Q&A chatbot that uses a vector database and large language models to provide accurate answers to movie-related questions. This application runs on your local machine and cost-free. Let's go for setting up the environment. Make sure you have Ollama. Ollama helps us to run the LLM models on our local machine. So install it based on your operation system. Whenever you did it, you can see Ollama is running or not via localhost 11434. When you did this, you have to install Gemma 3, our model to address our questions. Use this command here to install it via the terminal. Afterward, we need nomic embed text. Also, you can install this one. This is helping us for creating the embedding models. Embedding is a process of converting text into numerical vectors that capture the meaning and context of the text. Whenever you did this, you can check the Ollama list to make sure they are installed or not. As you can see, I have Gemma 3 here and also nomic embed text here. So the next things we need is Qdrant. Qdrant is a vector database. It's a special database for storing embeddings optimized for high-speed similarity search. For this purpose, we need to have Docker first. So install Docker if you don't have, based on your operation system, and afterward, pull the image, Qdrant image with this command line. In your terminal, you can install it. And whenever you did it, you need to create a container to have up and running Qdrant server. Then we can get information about the movies and the collection there. So for this purpose, you can install and run the Docker with this command with any name you want, but make sure these ports are available. The first one we'll use for dashboard, and the second one we will use for Qdrant client with the gRPC protocol behind the scene. So whenever you did this, you can check it via localhost 6333 dashboard. And whenever you see these pages or welcome pages, it works. As you can see, there is a collection page, the exact place we will see our collections, the movie information for our LLM model. So I guess it's time to go to the application and see what we can do. I have created the RAG movie console application with .9. First, we need these two package references, Microsoft.Extensions.AI Ollama, Microsoft Semantic Kernel Connectors Qdrant. Whenever you install them, it's the time to create your model. As I said, it's about movie. So I need to create my model. My movie model has a key, and it needs a vector store key record attribute. So we are using GeoID for that one. ulang and GeoID are available for this one. I have a title, which is a record data. I have a reference, is also record data, title like Inception, reference like Wikipedia page for this movie, and description is a short description about this movie. It's also a record data. The most important part of this model is the vector part. We want to check the similarity between our questions and the movie's descriptions. So we need the embedding process exactly here. So you have to create a property, read-only memory float for description embedding, and set dimension to 768. This number is the best number for our embedding model. You can just search about it on the internet and find the best number. But for the model we are using, this is a good one. And cosine similarity is our distance function. Whenever we created this model, we need information, our movie database. So I have created a simple static class. You can get information. It's around 20 records about different movies. Inception, Matrix, Forrest Gump, The Dark Knight, and more. As you can see, there is a title, a short description, and reference, which is a Wikipedia page for them. Now it's time to create our client, the Ollama client and Qdrant client. So for this purpose, I need to have this bunch of code. As you can see, this is the exact same URL. We checked Ollama is running or not. And this localhost and port here are related to the Qdrant endpoint. Our chat model is Gemma. Our embedding model is Nomic. And the collection name we want to have in the Qdrant database, I named as movies. So you can create Ollama chat client instance based on these informations. And for embedding process, you can create Ollama embedding generator by passing the endpoint and model ID. Afterward, we need to create a Qdrant client and Qdrant vector store. These informations comes from the Microsoft.Extensions.AI, but Qdrant vector stores comes from the semantic kernel connectors. So we can connect our embedding model to Qdrant store. Whenever we did this, we need to get the information of this collection. So I need to fetch the collection information from Qdrant. As you can see, we are using await, so we have to change it to main task, the async method. So I need to get the collection and all information there because I want to have the whole information and check the similarity between my questions and those. So I need there. GUID was the key type and the movie is the model. Based on my collection name, I can fetch them, but we don't need to create and insert or update the information every time. So I check the collection list and check if it's not exist. I create a collection first, an empty one, and then I fetch the movies, whole information I have. And the most important part is filling the description embedding. For this purpose, we need to use our embedding model and generate the vector. Based on what? Based on the descriptions, because we want to ask questions based on the descriptions. So whenever embedding calculated, we can observe the whole model to a database. So if I run this application, I'm totally sure we have to deal with the collection completely green and working. So in here, if I refresh, you can see, yes, the movies collection is here and it has a 20 records, the GUID, the title, reference, and descriptions. So far so good. Let's back to the code. And at this moment, we need to have a while loop to be able to ask the questions. So, as you can see, I mentioned the movie database is ready. Just type quit if you want to exit or ask your questions. Whenever you did this, by getting information, our query with the console read line, in the next step, we can go further and check the similarity of this query and our database. So for this purpose, I need to vectorize the query first with the embedding generator and pass this query to Qdrant to find the similarity. For this one, you can use search embed sync method under movie collection and passing 10 for the top records. If you have more information, you can set bigger numbers, but it's about finding the top most closest and similar information. After that, we have to define our vector property, which is description embedding to this method, and saving the result in a hash set. If there was any duplicate response from Qdrant, I want to avoid there. And I'm just getting the title and description and create a hash set, a list of record there. By joining there, I have the context. I have the whole information. The AI model can use it to address the questions. So the next step will be creating the prompt. Prompt is a term we are using in a RAG application for your question. As you can see, I'm passing the context I already created and just an information about check the context to address the questions. If you don't know, if you didn't find anything there, just say I don't know. Passing the questions, the query there, and waiting for the response. The next step is creating the chat message. We need to pass these questions to the Ollama client. Ollama client gives us different chat messages. One of them is the user chat message, which is a very simple chat message class with our prompt. But also we have system message too. I want to add this one on top of the while. System message help us to tell the AI what you are. For example, in here I mentioned you are a helpful assistant specialized in a movie knowledge. So it's a system message. Now I guess it's a time to pass our questions to the AI and see we can get the result or not. So in here, I will pass the questions and waiting for the response. For this one, we use the chat client and we are using the get streaming response and passing the system message and user message. And printing the result in the console. Let's run the application and test it. Okay. Let me ask list Nolan movies. Based on your hardware, you can see the result quicker or slower. Yes, it works well. But one question. Is it possible to see the references that the pages, the Wikipedia pages related to this information? I want to know how AI found this information, the ranking of the information from the embedding model. Yes, it's possible. Let's back to the code. And for this purpose, I need to change the for each here to get the references too. So the result here shows us the score too. And if you remember, our model had references. So I created another hash set for references and added the references here. And I want to show the user the percentage of the similarity. So I use the score and calculate the percentage and pass it to the hash set. Now I have to show it if there is a reference and result for it. So I can come here and pass this one. So if references are available, I will show the user the references. Let me ask the question again. List Nolan movies. Yes, as you can see, now we have references, and it's completely meaningful to see Dark Knight and Inceptions are part of the result, and they are the most similar part of the references too. But I guess our RAG application has an issue. Let me ask something else. What is the Inception movie about? Okay, it's very well, makes sense, and also you can see the reference with 81%. But I want to ask the AI something else. Who directed it? Who directed it? Okay. As you can see here, AI trying to address the questions, but cannot understand my last conversations. So it means we need a memory, a history of conversation for a referred questions. I want to see the AI can easily say Christopher Nolan. So let's do that. Let's back to the code. And for this purpose, I need a new class. Conversation memory will be the name. Let me stop it and add it in here. And let me show you how this works. It's a very simple class. It's a list of messages. As you know, the LLM modem has a limited context window, and we cannot just pass all of the conversations. Also, it can be a trouble for LLM. So I want to keep just max history items. So by this one, it means we should calculate it as a pair because it's a question answer. So we should times it to 2. And if it's more than it, remove it. So it's just the in-memory conversation history. So let's back to the program CS and find the places we need to add conversation memory. So after the system message here, I want to create a conversation memory, and I need to create previous messages. We need to pass it to our prompt. So I guess this place is the best one to do that. So we can get the whole message of the memory, join them, and passing as a part of prompt. So I have to change the prompt. The new prompt will be this. As you can see, the context is still here, but I mentioned the previous conversations here too. So we can pass all dialogues as a kind of memory for referred questions. I also mentioned some rules. For example, consider the previous conversations if it's referred questions, and never expose any information from our rules to the user and the other things. Still, we are passing the query. So this prompt is changed, but still we need to add our questions to memory. So I need to add here the query. After creating a user message, I guess it's not bad idea to add it. And also we have to change part of the code in the for each, because we need to pass the response as a message to the history. So I have created the string builder. This string builder will contain the response text. And as you can see, I have added it to memory object. So I guess it's not bad to run the application and test it. So what was the question? What is the inception about? Let's see the answer. Okay, nice. Inception is a science fiction film directed by Christopher Nolan. Now the challenging part. Who directed it? Is it possible to AI now understand the refer of it? Let's see. Yes. Yes. Now Christopher Nolan directed it. As you can see, the memory works. By changing the prompt and appending everything there, you can do the magics. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more coding tutorials, and let me know in the comments if you would like to see more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next time. Goodbye.